does it feel being part of a show that, you know, the Emmys being so critically acclaimed, but it didn't really do the numbers that maybe was anticipated for?
You know,
How do you think the cast feels? Is it a little tight, like we got to make this happen, or do you think it's more like a swagger or confidence? Like what's the cast feeling going into the second season?
well, you know what it is? The cast, everybody's positive. I mean, everybody's energy is real positive. Now, I'm too low on the totem pole to be worried about that. Grey's Anatomy and CSI. Now, those, with the exception of American Idol, you know, those were the two hottest shows, highest rated shows on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I haven't missed an episode of Grey's Anatomy, so I even record 30 Rock. So, you know, it's a different animal. But what they did find out was that 30 Rock was a heavily TiVo'd show. So, like, when they checked the TiVo, another couple of million people were recording it and watching it. So that stuff, and it got 10 or 11 Emmy nominations and stuff like that. It's a real funny show, and the writers are bright. The writers are really bright, and they're spies. They'll just sneak around. It's like they sneak around and sit in a room and they don't say a word, and we'll be talking about something, you know, playing Sudoku or something like that, and then 2 episodes later,
It's in there.
It's in there, and they're studying our talk patterns and stuff like that. Because I noticed after the writers started getting to know me, that they would write lines exactly like I would say them. You know, I speak with, yo man, you know, what's up, dude, you know, and I noticed that kind of stuff is directly in the script. So those writers, they're really sharp.
Paying attention?
Yeah, they're really sharp.
So what's going on for Kevin Brown right now outside of this upcoming season of 30 Rock?
You know what? 30 Rock is my absolute priority. I'm a stand-up comic. I'm mad funny, but nobody knows it. Nobody really knows how funny I am. It's sort of a secret. I mean, you know, my publicist, my team knows, but like you can put me on a show with guys who people know as stand-up comics and just know they're real funny, and you can put me on, and you'll probably put me on before them because you never heard of me as a stand-up. And then I'll get on that stage and I will blow them out the water. I am so funny, it's ridiculous. So, but I call myself the secret because, you know, people just don't know yet.
So is stand-up still an important part of what you want to maintain as far as your your overall?
Yeah, it's important. It's important, but it's stand-up is real hard. Stand-up is real hard because you can what people think stand-up comics are magicians. And they'll put us in the most terrible circumstances, like, okay, you know, the kids are going to perform, and then the donkey's going to come, and they're going to play with the donkey, and then the clown's going to come, and then you go and make them laugh. And not understanding that stand-up is an art. Stand-up is a science. There's a technique to it. But promoters don't know that, or don't acknowledge that. So they put us in situations where, oh, you're just going to make them laugh. Not understanding that, you know, there's a process. It's a process to get people's mindsets off of their Con Ed bill might have just came in, or their phone just got cut off, and now they mad at that, and now I gotta go make them laugh. Well, give me a minute to warm them up, you know, put a couple of comics on before me to cut that edge, and then I'll come and I'll do my thing. I tell you what, I said to a friend of mine that knew me when I was running the Uptown Comedy Club, and I was managing a bunch of comedians and all that kind of stuff, and I said to him, you know, I'm watching how this game is treating me, and I really think I could make it in this game. And he said something to me that never left my mind. He said, you know the thing about you, Kev? If you couldn't make it, you would know. And I thought about that for a while, and I was like, you know what? That's a good point, because a lot of people kid themselves in this game. They get in the game, if they're an actress or a comedian or a singer or whatever, and they can't sing, they can't act, they're not funny. And they fool themselves, and they keep doing it anyway. But I'm not the type of person that fools myself. If I'm not good at it, I know it, and I'm going to do something else. I only like to do things that I'm good at, because I like positive reinforcement. So I can tell in this game, especially from being at the beginning of a Tracy Morgan's career and now he's a star, or being from the beginning of Chris Tucker or Chris Rock or Mike Epps' careers, and now all these guys are stars. Bill Bellamy, star. People who plug away in this game are gonna be stars. I'm taking it easy. I'm being patient. I keep I'm a student. I keep working on my game. I'm pretty sure from all my spider senses tell me that come 2009, this was going to be one of those names. Kevin Brown's going to be one of those names that people are going to pay a lot of money to see. The nurturing of my gift. I've seen the street ball legends. I've seen the comedy street ball legends. Guys who could just walk in a room and have everybody laughing, falling out their seat, and climbing on the walls, just hilarious. To me, that's the goal I want to get to. That's the goal I want to achieve. And there's a lot of talented people in between that and and where I am. But I know I have a lot of respect for the comedy game. I have a lot of respect for it. I don't like comics that just steal jokes and remix jokes. And every comic that gets in the game wants to be at the point Dave Chappelle got to. And he got there, and he folded. And it's like, dude, that's what we all dream of. What you got right now is what every comic gets on a stage for. And you're gonna choke now? Dude.
Yeah.
So that was a case of be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. But there's a lot of pressure in this game. A lot of pressure in this game, but you can't fold. Don't fold.
Being an actor, entertainer, that you would kind of like to, lack of a better word, kind of model your career after?
Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington. I want to be sexy in a movie like Denzel Washington. Jamie's good too. Jamie's good. What he did, what Jamie Foxx, my publicist said Jamie Foxx, but what he did in Ray was amazing. What he did in Ray was amazing. I don't know if he could ever do what he did in Ray. I don't know if he'll ever get a role that would allow him to do that again. But I like Denzel. I like Denzel's thing. I like what Denzel's doing with the game and the way the people view him, and yeah, Denzel.